Hi, folks. Tim Conti here with Cloud Trusted Advisor. I hope you're having a great day. So, for today's video, I'm going to take you through some proven framework or proven process that allows IT managers, IT directors, VP of technology, really anyone in the IT world that's looking to move up in the organization and get promoted to CIO or CTO. The ebook that we've created was based on, excuse me, real world implementations that we've done and helped IT leaders as their trusted advisor migrate from legacy technologies to cloud or as a service models, specifically cloud based phone systems, cloud based contact centers, SD-WAN solutions, telecom expense management, you name it. So, for today's video, we're going to run you through some of the themes that we've seen that the IT directors have pointed out that help them get promoted to the next level and hopefully get you promoted as well. So, first and foremost, you don't want to get stuck in the same role over and over. IT is tough. Keeping the lights on a daily basis with very little recognition is hard, right? Waking up and getting excited about doing that every single day. So step one is you really want to align your IT strategy and your IT team with the company's mission and growth strategy. An example of that is we just did a project for a large staffing firm in western suburbs of Illinois, and they're growing by acquisition. Their revenue is roughly 700 million. They're looking to get to 1 billion, and you can't get there without technology, right? And the IT director had hired us as their trusted advisor to help them evaluate unified communications as a service and incorporate phone, video, and chat in a single solution. That offering not only saved them money, but made their staffing folks much more effective in doing their job, which increased sales. And I have a case study on that if you'd like to see it that talks about the numbers. But you definitely don't want to, you want to align your projects with where the company is going with their goals. And that'll immediately get you recognized within the C suite who's really faced with growing the business. Don't treat IT as a job, treat it as a career. Set up Google alerts on industry trends, read trade publications, and really have an in-depth knowledge also of your competition. How's your competition implementing technology to increase revenue and reduce costs and improve productivity? That'll really kind of highlight you and show that you're really looking at this as not just a paycheck, but as a career. Step number two, implement successful projects that get the attention of the C-suite. When we say successful, ones that save the company or the organization time, save money. Those are the two big areas, right? Saving time and saving money. And not only that, but you want to make sure you deliver on your promises that you've made to the IT team. And hey, it's hard, right? The vendors are out there telling you one thing. They're just trying to sell you and move on to the next project. Our job as your trusted advisors to help you kind of avoid those pitfalls. So we've developed a 10-step process that starts with evaluation all the way to adoption, which will really help you kind of navigate the space and make sure we eliminate risks that are associated with choosing the wrong solution. So moving on into step three, which we talked a bit about earlier, but deliver cost savings. That is especially important right now. It's always important, but given the economy and inflation and all the macro economic things that are happening in the market, you definitely want to be in a position to show cost savings. One thing that we do, besides helping you negotiate the best rate, and having done this hundreds of times for customers, big and small, we definitely know what levers to push. We know where the price points are for the disruptive technologies in the industry, and we help you kind of benchmark that. But then we go above and beyond with our cloud subscription investment program. There's a link here, and if you want to take a look at that. But we use some of the funds available that we receive on our side to fund things for your project. I'll give you that real world example. We just did a contact center as a service solution, and it required $20,000 worth of headsets for the call center agents. And we were able to fund that for free. So the IT team and the senior leadership was super excited about that. For another opportunity where we helped a customer, we moved them from an on-premise phone system to the cloud, and a percentage of their users wanted physical phones, even though the cloud is great without phones. You could use the soft client, but they did need phones for knowledge workers, and we were able to get them a $50,000 credit for that. Continuing education, travel. Let's say that we want to go meet the vendors at an offsite or schedule your whole kind of RFP process at an offsite. We've used funds to pay for travel for the team. Maybe you want to dedicate some monies towards learning about these advanced technologies. That's available to you as well. So check out the link there. There's more on that. Step 4, implement disruptive technology that gets you noticed. When we say that, listen, keeping the lights on in IT is not going to get it done. There are great technologies out there that can really disrupt your network. And some of them are cloud, co-location, connectivity, SD-WAN, security, UCaaS, and CCaaS. Those are kind of the 7 disruptive technologies that really have the attention of the C-suite. We've got project and case studies in every single one of these disciplines. But these also can show a quicker, immediate impact. Just re-signing a contract after 3 years and writing down the revenue and getting a 10% discount, that's fine. That's what you're paid to do. But really, if you want to escalate your career, you want to focus on these disruptive technologies. Step number 5, deliver a favorable total cost of ownership. These things look great on paper in the beginning, right? And then you get into the project and you determine that you forgot something. We have some modeling software that allows us to take your current state and future state and build out a true total cost of ownership. But the absolute key is making sure we're not missing anything. Be available for things that go amiss and we need to readjust, which happens all the time. Scope creep, right? We've heard that a million times. But the important thing here is after the project is complete, schedule another meeting with your C-suite and review the TCO after the project, after all said and done, not before. You're gonna have to do it before anyway, probably to get it approved, which we help you with as well. But do it after to show that you deliver on the promises you made. Step number 6, don't just focus on keeping the blinking lights on in your data center. That's kind of just it might not be your case. Maybe you don't even have a data center. But point being is, ask peers in your company or organization, ask them for coffee, for lunch, go grab a beer after work, find out what they're doing, especially on the sales side. Invite the VP of sales out, find out how technology can help his team be more successful in sales. You'll have a friend for life. And I guarantee you that will get you noticed by the C-suite because you're reaching out and you're being proactive. Step 7, we're going to get your name on projects that are critical to the business. Raise your hand. If a tough one comes around, don't ignore it because it's more work. Accept the challenge. My guess is you're probably doing that already. But expand your horizons. Find out where the company's going, what those initiatives are, and raise your hand to get on these projects that will help separate and differentiate you. Also bring those projects that you think might be a good fit for the company to your C-suite's attention, so they know you're out there looking for different cost savings or productivity improvements, you name it. In step number 8, you're going to be more marketable here, which equals a promotion, which equals your freedom. The freedom part's the most important thing, right? Don't we all want freedom in some way? For me personally, freedom is being able to spend time with my family. Maybe it's be able to get around to golfing once per week, which would be nice. Being able to travel. These are all big things. And here in the final step, promotion, these are 3 case studies. I just didn't include the company name for privacy reasons, but these are all real deals that we did, opportunities we did where we helped an IT director, IT manager, director of technology run a project for our friend Ben, who lives in Downers Grove. Ben had a couple of things going on. It started with an expensive Cisco call manager, legacy premise call manager solution. We were able to move that to the cloud phone system before anyone was even talking cloud phone system. This was 10, 12 years ago, right? The market was early, but Ben knew that as a single person IT manager with a global on-premise Cisco phone server deployment, he just couldn't do it. He couldn't manage it. It was taking up 90% of his time. We quickly then moved and replaced his MPLS network and his Verizon MPLS network with an SD-WAN solution from Ariaka. And that had generated millions of dollars in savings. So that really got Ben on the map, and he was promoted from IT manager to global infrastructure manager. Our friend Richard works for a large, well-known restaurant group that's got 150 plus restaurants through the Midwest. And similar, Richard was managing a old Nortel phone system at all these restaurants, and he was basically the help desk for hundreds of restaurants. And he had T1 PRIs coming in, so he had network issues that he had to attend to. Phone system moves, adds, and changes just became too much. And Richard wanted to move up in the organization. So he took a leap of faith and hired us as his trusted advisor when I was at CDW Corporation to help him move to a cloud-based phone system. Now they have a standardized approach across all their restaurants that's super simple, easy to maintain, easy to manage, and much more cost-effective. And lastly, our friend Bob, I mentioned the staffing company a little bit earlier in the video. They were having issues with their phone system as well, chronic issues that were causing downtime. For a company that lives and dies by the phone, where the phone's tied to revenue, that's absolutely critical. Their vendor had also given them a timeline where they needed to be off their solution. They were actually turning down and disbanding the platform that they were on. So it caused Bob and his team to have to find an alternative. We ultimately settled on Zoom Phone, which turned out to be a huge success. It saved them roughly $350,000 over a 3-year contract period, and made the staffing agents much more effective by having phone, video, and chat and email all via one solution. So that's what I have for you today. Appreciate you listening. www.cloudtrustedadvisors, our website. You'll find case studies, industry trends, insights around all the things we talked about today, not just cloud phone systems. So appreciate you listening, and we'll talk to you soon.